Hello and Assalamu alaikum. This is Roop Umar here again with another video from Roop's Brain Dojo. And today is going to be a very short video, really, because we're just going to learn how to install Python onto your machines, specifically onto your Windows machines. If you're working with any other operating systems, you can always drop me a message in the comments and I'll get back to you on how to install, or if you prefer I can make another video specifically for you so that you can install Python onto your systems as well. So to begin, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the official Python page, which is python.org. So if you just type in www.python.org into your web browser, you're going to come to this home page. And if you see here, there's this download section right here where you can see all releases, and then there's releases divided by Windows, Mac, and other platforms. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go to download for Windows, and here again you're going to see the releases divided into stable and pre-releases. It's always recommended that you go with the stable releases because the pre-releases generally have more bugs in them, which may create problems for you as a beginner. So it's always a good idea to go with the stable release, which we're going to do right now. So if you see here, the most latest stable release is Python 3.12.1, which is released in December 8th, 2023. And it says that it cannot be used on Windows 7 or earlier. I'm going to assume here that we're using a version of Windows that is either 7 or came afterwards. Myself, on the system, I'm using Windows 11 right now. Again, if you're using a different version of Windows, we can always have a discussion about which release of Python to install. So what we're going to do is we're going to click the download Windows installer for 64-bit, which is the machine that we're using. And if you see, it just takes a minute to download because it's a very small file. So if you click on open file in your download, what it's going to do is it's going to open up the setup. In my case, since I've asked it to warn me every time I'm installing an app that isn't Microsoft verified or taken directly from the Microsoft App Store, it gives me a warning. But since I trust the Python page, I'm going to do install anyway. And you can see the setup page. So there's two options. There's install now and then there's custom installation. Again, for beginners or for most of us generally, install now is the best basic recommended version that you do because it includes any and everything you're going to need. The custom installation is only for people who want additional features of Python that are not a part of the basic version. So if you just click on install now, it starts installing that onto your system. And again, it does not take very long. As you can see, we're doing this in real time and it's going by pretty fast. Okay, so it's almost done. And what we're waiting now for is a final message of installation complete. So it should be here any second now. Yes, so it says setup was successful, and that if you're new to Python, they're also giving you an online tutorial and documentation that you can follow if you like. In order to check the correct version of Python was actually released onto your systems, what we will do is we're going to go to our start menu and we're going to type in Python. And what it's going to show you when you type that in is the Python 3.12.1 version. So if we just click on idle, This is the basic Python shell, as we call it, and we're going to go in detail about this shell because this is where we're going to be doing a lot of our work in the beginning. And if you see here at the top, it tells you what version of Python is installed onto your machines. And we're going to stop here because this is it for our video today. We have successfully installed Python onto our Windows machines and we are ready to use it. So if you haven't had a chance to do so already while you were watching the video, please go back to the start of the video and follow these steps to install Python onto your machines, and we're going to meet very soon.